If you're a man over 50 and you're still doing these lifts, you're not just wasting your time, you're speeding up joint damage, creating imbalances, and setting yourself up for injuries that could end your training for good. These are 5 exercises I had to cut out after 30 years of lifting. And once you hear why, you'll never look at them the same way again. All right, here's the reality. After 50, your body has a lot more miles on it. Your joints carry decades of wear and tear, and you've likely sat through thousands of hours at desks, in cars, or on couches. That tightens your hips, weakens your glutes, and shuts down your core. Your thoracic spine is also stiffer. Your mobility isn't the same, and those imbalances compound year after year. So when you force your body through exercises that demand mobility you don't have, or overload joints that are already fragile, you're not building muscle. You're setting yourself up for injuries that will sideline you. That's why I stopped doing these 5 exercises. And here's the thing, some of them were staples in my workouts for over 3 decades. And today, I'm gonna show you the smarter alternatives that actually build muscle and strength without wrecking your joints though. And stick around until the end, because I'm gonna reveal the one adjustment that saved my clients years of pain. Plus, I'll give you my joint saving muscle blueprint, a free guide that shows you exactly which exercises to swap in. Now let me be clear, I didn't stop doing these lifts because I got soft, lazy, or too old. I stopped because I learned something the hard way. Some lifts look strong on the outside, but inside, they grind down your joints, tendons, and ligaments until you're forced to quit. I've lived it, I've rehabbed through it, and I've coached thousands of men through it as well. So let's get into these exercises and you'll understand what I'm talking about. First, the barbell back squat. Squats are fantastic, but heavy loaded barbell back squats are a problem after 50. Now here's why. Every rep stacks heavy load on your spine. More mileage equals more risk. Also, to squat deep safely, you need strong glutes, mobile hips, and flexible ankles. But most men over 50 have weak glutes from years of sitting, tight hip flexors, and stiff ankles. The barbell back squat magnifies those weaknesses. Limited hip mobility also forces your knees to shear forward and your pelvis to tuck under. That leads to meniscus strain, SI joint irritation, and chronic knee pain. Some smarter alternatives are the goblet squats. Holding the weight in front straightens your spine, engages your core, and lets you hit safe depth. Step ups are also great. This trains one leg at a time, which fixes imbalances and reduces spinal load. You can also work in leg presses. The controlled path lets you overload your legs, and it's also easy to adjust foot placement and depth to work with your own mobility. All right, the second exercise is the barbell bench press. Now, why this fails men over 50 is the bar locks your shoulders in place, which blocks natural scapular movement, and that's a recipe for impingement and cuff tears. If you already have rounded shoulders from years of sitting, benching just drives that dysfunction even deeper. And usually your dominant side takes over anyways. That worsens your imbalances and sets you up for pec, elbow, or shoulder injuries. Some better choices are the dumbbell bench press, using a neutral or semi-pronated grip. The dumbbells let your shoulders move naturally, also reduces stress, and maximizes chest activation. Another great alternative is the plate-loaded chest press. It has a converging arm path that moves in a more natural plane of motion. It also feels more natural, and it's safer on the joints and still lets you use heavier loads, but more safely. Third exercise, bench dips. Here's why they're a joint killer. They force your shoulders into extreme extension, which is the weakest, most vulnerable position. By 50, the anterior capsule and your rotator cuff have years of wear already. This exercise just shreds them faster. And if your chest and shoulders are already tight from poor posture, bench dips multiply that imbalance. Some smarter exercises are the close grip push-up. It's a safer angle for the shoulders with great tricep overload. Also, you can do some cable or band pushdowns. These keep the elbows in their natural groove with constant tension. Or you can do close grip dumbbell presses. This trains triceps through a strong, safe range of motion. Now, the fourth exercise is the behind the neck shoulder press. Now, this is extremely risky. It forces extreme external rotation. Most men over 50 simply don't have the mobility for that. If your thoracic spine is stiff from years of sitting, this stacks dysfunction on dysfunction. And if you use a heavy weight, you're inviting impingement, cuff tears, or AC joint breakdown. Some smarter exercises, the front dumbbell press, using a neutral or semi-pronated grip. This keeps the shoulders stacked and safe. Or a landmine press, that's another great alternative. This is a joint-friendly angle that still hammers the delts and even targets your upper chest. Finally, the last exercise, the traditional sit-up. Look, I'll be honest, sit-ups built my abs when I was younger. I used to crank out 1,000 every night before bed, but after 50, they're not the answer. Now, why they fail? Older men often have some spinal degeneration. Repeated flexion only speeds it up. Sit-ups also overload the hip flexors, leaving your abs understimulated and your low back irritated. And if your core has weakened from years of sitting, sit-ups just reinforce that imbalance as well. So it's better to do like some plank variations. These train your abs for stability, or dead bugs. These are great as well. This exercise reinforces the deep stabilizers and coordination. Now here's a pro tip though. You can still train in spinal flexion safely by using a Swiss ball. The Swiss ball supports the lumbar spine and it shortens the range. It also keeps your abs doing the work. To build your abs, train them like any other muscle. Use controlled resistance through a full range of motion so they lengthen under tension and they contract fully, a tight concentric contraction. So here's the big picture. These lifts aren't bad for everyone, but for men over 50 with less mobility, more wear and tear, and years of postural imbalances, they're the fastest way to sideline yourself. And the mistake most guys make, they think cutting these lifts make them weaker. But the truth is, the smarter swaps I just gave you build more muscle with less risk. Now here's the one adjustment that saved my clients years of pain that I talked about. Train with intention. Regardless of which exercise you're doing, always pick a weight that allows you to feel the target muscle working. Now, if you're training your back, for instance, but all you feel is your biceps and your shoulders, your weight is either too heavy or your form is off. If you're pressing for chest, but all you feel is your shoulders, you're chasing numbers, not activation. Slow down. Focus on the contraction. Every rep should stimulate the muscle you're targeting, not just move weight from point A to point B. That shift alone from chasing weight to chasing activation protects your joints, fixes imbalances, and actually maximizes growth as you get older. Here's the thing. That's why I created my joint saving muscle blueprint. It's a free guide that lays out the exact swaps, sets, and reps I use with my over 50 clients, so you can build muscle safely without second guessing your plan. No more wondering if your training is building you up or breaking you down. This is your proven roadmap for size, strength, and longevity. Click the link in the description below, download it now for free, and start using these smarter swaps this week. And man, if this video hit home for you, do me a favor, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. That way you'll never miss the strategies, workouts, and tips I share every single week. As always, thank you so much for watching my video. Get busy, get after it, and God bless.